polyphonic state. Collins Kiteman is a friend of mine, and he told me about this, and I said, like, get me in, I'll be there. I can't miss this. I was gonna bring my own modular, but then I was like, ah, fuck it, there's so much there. I know the thing already. More curious towards like the other stuff that I don't already know. When you work with modulars, it doesn't really matter what it sounds like. Like the details, you're always using rough brushstrokes, I feel. I mean, when I'm in the studio, it's a different thing. Sound designing stuff, then it's actually kind of fine-tuned, but in here it doesn't matter that I don't really know the room or that I don't hear any bass or whatever. It's all about the playing. It's like, I always call it like Legos for grown men. It's the same thing. It's really fun. It's fun to play with. You put on this groove and you listen to the same thing for 2 hours, and people that sit in the room are like, can you do something else now? And it's like, no, I'm still working on it.
You guys are kind of famously or have said in the past that you like working in the box and can do that for long periods of time and not get bored.
Absolutely, that's still true, but it's also really nice to. I mean, the one thing that made me want to get some hardware is the physical experience of using another interface than a keyboard and a mouse, like a MIDI keyboard and a mouse and knobs. First I was looking for a polyphonic keyboard, but I bought a Prophet 8 and I thought it was really boring. It's like sound design wise, there's one cool sound I could make, but that was it. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not an expert, but with modular there's so many like crazy cool sounds you can make and record and then use. Whereas I feel like a lot of polysynths are more made for people who are good key players, and they need like versatility in sound because they have their whatever Nord stage piano sound, and then they want a synthesizer sound, and then. But that's not the kind of sound I look for. I look for really weird or really heavy stuff, and even though it's not polyphonic, the modular is really versatile and really good at like sound design.
Do you find you have to adjust to kind of work in these sort of environments kind of collaboratively, or?
Well, yes, trying to do like when you're on a mixer and someone else is jamming with you and you're focusing on like getting a sound right. I was working on this hi-hat and I wanted to add like something to the white noise to make it a little more weird and special. But someone else was jamming as well at the same time through the same speakers, and it was just, it's cooler because stuff is happening that you're not doing, but it's also kind of annoying when you're trying to focus on one sound. So the whole thing of collaborating is something I'm not really used to. Like at a computer you take turns. You don't really go into the sound, making sound at the same time. And usually when someone does that, then you tell them to stop doing it because you're trying to listen and do something. So that's a completely different state of mind that I have to get used to. But I want to get used to it. I think it's more fun that way.